G'day there, podcaster. Liam here. We roll out What Did You Catch the Kids Googling in this episode. We've done it before. It's one of our favourite phoners. And we also meet this little kid who gets us to barrack for his team in the state of origin. He was unreal. That was certainly one of my favourite bits. And also, the Love Rat introduced us to a new thing called men's cleansing.
Live across Australia, this is Ben, Liam and Belle's
Late Drive on Nova.
Big day for remote Amazon tribe, Ben and Belle. They've just got the internet. Yeah, Elon hooked them up. Good on you, Elon.
Oh, with the Starlink?
Starlink, yeah. It's like satellite internet. And the elders in the tribe have come out and said that the wheels have come off already, really, because the younger tribesmen are just like flat chat on the hub. And playing first-person shooter games, apparently. So they're doming noobs and looking at boobs. And that I could be wrong. I think that is what the internet was invented for. I don't know. It was a little while ago now, but didn't take them long to just sort of fall back into human nature.
I mean, it just shows what humanity is like. You know, that's all we care about. As soon as we get the internet, it's
It's not like you could Google anything. Like you could be like, you find things out about the world. I mean, imagine if you live in like a remote tribe. There's probably parts of the world you've never even seen. You know?
I can't judge these people in the tribe because that's also what I did when I got the internet.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And, you know, it's a bit of a worry, especially because, like, when we were growing up, it was just like a family computer, right? Like, it was like a computer sometimes, like, in a lounge room. Like, they didn't even have, like, a study. It was just, like, there for all to see. Like, now people have got phones and tablets and stuff, and, like, God knows what people are looking at. 13, 24, 10. What did you catch the kids Googling? Maybe you went back in and you checked the internet history and you thought, oh, God, no, what have they done there?
Vicky joins us now in Adelaide. Vic, what did you catch the kids Googling?
I have a 11-year-old son. He wanted to use my laptop, and then when I went on after him, he had two searches up, free Lego, which, you know, that's fine, and naked women.
Okay, interesting.
But isn't that's genuinely like the base though? I think people, like kids, are just like naked. You know, whatever,
women.
naked. Yeah,
naked.
And then
It would be weird if it was like naked Lego women or something like that. Like if it was if it was blended together, you'd be worried.
All right, keep these coming through on 13, 24, 10. Vicky, thank you very much.
Vicky in Melbourne, what did you catch from Googling?
He was Googling boobies.
Aw, that's endearing.
What, is it endearing that he said like ease on the end of it?
Yeah.
Vicky, how old are we talking?
Looking at he was 9.
Yeah, that seems about the right age, doesn't it?
To just want to see some boobies every now and then. Yeah. Leanne, what did you catch your kids Googling?
Oh, which was about 10 years old. She Googled how to dye your hair at home.
Yeah, that's a worry.
Oh, my goodness.
Like as if you weren't going to notice.
No, that is not happening.
It's almost like she was like planning on committing like a heinous crime and doing, you know, that people go in the gas stop and they like do it when they're escaping the police.
But really, I guess the reality is just like watching TikToks and then they're all got different coloured hair. She's probably getting inspired.
Daniel in Melbourne, this was your brothers. What were they Googling?
Yeah, hey guys, how you going?
Good.
Good, Daniel.
So I think they took cartoon night in the family a bit too serious because Mum caught them on the computer one night. They'd left it open and they were trying to catch Marge and Homer after dark. There was Simpsons porn.
Whoa!
Marge and Homer after dark. Yeah, that's weird.
That's so weird.
So they watched The Simpsons and they were like, we want to see that.
Who wants to see that? The blue hair shaking around?
And I'm sure there's heaps of it.
Yeah, I might have to give that a Google after.
No, you don't.
13, 24, 10. Daniel, that is a great one.
Amanda and Brizzy, what did you catch the kids Googling?
Hi, my son's 14 now, but back when he was 10 before COVID, I caught him on his home iPad Googling women taking off shirt and women taking off bra. And then over COVID, he was homeschooled and he brought his school iPad home, and I had a look at his internet history, and he typed in hub, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. No, I
that,
get you.
that hub.
Yeah, but that
I
was...
could not believe it. I was so embarrassing.
No, he's just like, that's Nathaniel.
It was
That's
terrible.
Nathaniel. It wasn't
Amanda,
me.
did you speak to him about that?
I definitely spoke to him. I gave him a few stern words, I can tell you that much. He wasn't typing that into Google ever again.
No. Well, yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure he learned his lesson, eh? Yeah. No need to check the history again, I'm sure. Manny, tell us, what did you catch the kids Googling?
I caught one of my kids Googling tied up furries, if you know what a furry is.
Oh, what? Hang on,
Dude.
how old?
Old enough, but not old enough.
Yeah, man.
And so, Manny,
yeah.
did you chat?
Teenage.
Yeah.
Teenage.
Right.
Did you chat with him about it, or I mean, I don't even know how you would begin that conversation.
It was a rabbit hole that seemed to be quite endless at the time.
Yeah, and rabbit hole, probably a poor choice of words. But thank you for your call, Manny, and all the best with that. That's an interesting one. Yeah.
Wow.
You going to be watching the big game tonight, Ben?
Oh yeah, game one, State of Origin.
Yeah, baby. What about you, Belle?
Yep.
No,
Love it.
who we kidding? We grew up in Adelaide and Melbourne, respectively. So, like, I know it's huge, and I always want to get around it. to be
I'm the
honest.
same, Liam. I want to be like into it. Like
I wanna get it.
I love the concept. I love it's New South Wales versus Queensland. I love that it's the best of three. I really want to bleed maroon or blue.
Yeah.
but I don't have a team.
And because people go feral for it, and who knows? Maybe you're heading to the game now. Maybe you're rushing home to get it up on the TV. We're free agents, Ben, myself, and Belle. So 13, 24, 10. Who should we be barracking for tonight?
Yes.
Is it the Maroons? Is it the Sky Blues? We don't really care, but we want to. We want to. You know, we know there's people listening in Brizzy and Sydney at the moment. So we've said, give us a buzz, 13, 24, 10, if we should be barracking for your side. Archie, you're 11 years old and you're walking to the stadium. You're going to the game tonight.
Yeah, I actually am, and I'm going to actually try to debate to you why you should be supporting the Blues.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's nice.
Okay, so I'll start.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, what state are you living in right now?
We are living in Melbourne, but we have lived in Sydney for quite some time.
Okay. And do you support an NRL team?
No, unfortunately, we're from Adelaide, and we had the Adelaide Rams, who are defunct because no one really cared there, unfortunately.
All right, well, let me think. Hard one.
Sorry, mate. I'm ruining all your points. Oh dear.
I know, you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay.
Hey, Archie, if this helps, Belle's from Melbourne, so naturally you'd go for Storm, right, Belle?
Yes.
So does that help?
Yeah, that could help.
Yeah.
If I'm not right, I'm not a big Storm supporter, but I heard that a lot of Storm players are playing for the Blues, Belle.
Oh,
There
really?
you go. Well, there you go. So maybe we should be supporting the Blues.
And
That
I
sounds like a
guess-
logical thing.
It does make sense. Like, if you look at Australia, Archie, like, Victoria is right next to New South Wales. So we
True.
can just, we're next door neighbours.
True.
Archie, a big part of the origin is how the Blues hate, Queenslanders. What do you think about Queenslanders?
I honestly think they smell, and I think they don't deserve to win.
Well, we have a smelly Queenslander on the line here, Rachel from Brizzy. How you doing, Rach?
Yeah, not so smelly.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You're not sweating about the big game one?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all.
Rachel,
Not at all.
why
They're
do
called
you think?
Bluesers for a reason.
Yeah,
Bluesers.
right.
Losers. Oh, cop
Pretty
that,
good.
Archie.
Yeah. Why do you think we should be going for the Maroons?
Okay, so unlike poor old Archie, who was, has a genetic misfunction of being for the New South Wales team,
He's 11, remember?
you guys are really fortunate as adults to be able to choose. So you can actually choose based on some really strong arguments, like nice people, better players, nicer looking.
Wow.
Maroon's a nicer colour. Queensland's a better state. I don't know. The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
Quite a good argument, I think.
Well, yeah, you are making a good argument there. Archie, what do you have to say about that? How are you feeling about what Rach has said?
I think Rachel's gone a bit overboard, and also I think she wants, the only reason she's telling you to support the Queensland is because she thinks the Queensland's are they always win, so she's a glory follower.
Archie, you're a little superstar.
Rachel, love you for calling up,
Yeah,
Rachel.
thanks, Rach.
But I have to say,
Yeah.
Archie's a very good
I don't know,
debater.
man. Archie, I think we're going for the Blues tonight.
Yes, come on.
Good on you,
on the Blues.
Archie. All the best for the game tonight, okay?
Thank you.
No worries. See you, mate. What a superstar.
Make sure you bring some deodorant for all those Maroons fans.
Gonna get a little spicy now. 13, 24, 10. Have you had a threesome? Or maybe even more. But look, 13, 24, 10, you can remain anonymous. We want to chat to you because there is a trend where more and more young people are now dabbling in threesomes. Now, some people are putting it down to the Challengers movie coming out, the one with Zendaya in it about the tennis player, and there's the hot scene where she has two guys. And people are saying, okay, well, now it's in pop culture. Should we try it? And I find that fascinating because it's not like it's a new phenomenon.
Yeah, well, I guess if we're asking the question, probably should go around the room, I guess. I have not. Liam?
No, certainly not.
Certainly not.
Do I look like the kind of guy who's had a threesome?
No.
Could be.
No, I'm not. Belle?
Yeah, but a few.
A few?
Well, there's the devils or the not devils, or, you know, there's all the different types.
I'm lost for words. Multiple.
Yeah, well, because as a straight girl, but, you know, you experiment for a bit, and sometimes girls, sometimes guys, and then two guys, and yeah.
Gee whiz.
13, 24, 10, though, if you also have, or if you've had even more, we'd love to chat to you.
Even more?
Well, I think
even more than the threesome?
Yeah, if you've had a foursome, I mean, that'll blow us away.
Yeah.
Or a fivesome.
All right, 13, 24, 10.
Have you had a threesome? Have you had a threesome at the end of the night? Or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, 8, 9 or even 10?
Now, I don't know about you, but Belle, maybe instead of having so many threesomes, you should get some singing lessons.
We did that, and it was
That's
supposed to have
so
some nice
bad.
effects over
It's
it.
so bad.
Instead, Scott, our audio producer, handed us a very raw, unedited version.
You are so cool.
Hey, screw you guys. And not in a fun threesome way. And we're talking about threesomes at the moment, which is supposed to be a sexy topic.
I love, sorry, just off air, just before we came on, Belle was really disappointed that we played her intro where her singing was pretty bad.
Because she recorded it today, and Belle's not the best singer. She'll admit that. And just before we played the intro, she listened to it, and it sounded really bad. And she pleaded with us, don't play it. Please don't play it. And we chose to play it.
We did choose to play it.
And then Belle was worried because then she, like, a mere 30 seconds ago, she said, and I quote, I wanted this to be a sexy segment.
And look, it could have been sexy, but then, unfortunately, you know...
Don't do it again. Don't. Have you had a threesome? Have you had a threesome at the end of
I think that's enough of that. Yeah.
And I admitted to the whole nation that I've had a few, and, like, you know, I did that and then followed up with this. Jess in Melbourne on 13, 24, 10. You're here to come chat about your experience with a few people at once.
So I had a threesome with my ex-boyfriend at the time and his best mate, and I'm now dating the best mate.
Yeah, right. And so, are they still pals?
No, they don't speak. They're in the same friendship group, but they, no eye contact or anything.
Can I ask, was that because, so when you were with both of them and then you then changed partners, was that because one was better?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I got a taste of both, so to speak, and
Jesus.
yeah.
Whoa.
But that's difficult, Jess, because them not being friends now, it's not like you went behind one of theirs back and cheated.
No, and to be fair, like when it was initially floated, I was like, no, I don't think it's a good idea. And boyfriend at the time wouldn't let it go.
Oh, so
and I
hang
was
on.
Like, oh.
So this dude's dug his own grave. He was like, nah, you should sleep with me and your friend. And then he's ended up, well, that's his problem, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And then I said, well, you can't blame me.
Hey, he should have been better. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Jess. Thank you for calling up. Anonymous in Brisbane on 132410. Have you had a threesome and or more?
Evening. I can one up you there, Belle. I have had a foursome.
Hey.
Whoa, all right. A foursome.
Yeah.
Gee whiz. Was that a while ago or a recent thing? Or?
Oh, about a year ago. A year ago up here in Brizzy, and it was, pretty heated just from the heat, and then obviously a lot more heated later on in the night.
Was it so man, woman? Was it man, woman? What was going on?
Yeah, myself and my best mate and two women that we met that night.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
So it wasn't like two couples swapping. It was you and a mate, and then two girls.
Yeah, and it was full on. It was interesting.
What's your relationship with your mate like now?
Oh, we still laugh about it today.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, still best of mates, but I don't think it'll happen.
So you don't ever get that? You don't ever like look into each other's eyes and just get, you're just like, all right, well, we got that dog in us again. Like, let's go out on the town again and do it all again.
No. In the heat of the moment, there was fist bumping and obviously high fives, but that was about it. Yeah.
Can I ask? So it was you and your mate, and then two other girls. Was it you each had a girl, or was there a bit of swapping going on?
There was a bit of swapping with the girls going on.
Oh, yeah, bloody dirty dog.
Yeah.
You're just jealous, Lee. Yeah, that's
okay.
great. Nice.
Well, Anon, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Have you had a threesome?
Sexy out.
Hate you.
Aussie fashion, big in America at the moment. We're having a bit of a moment, guys. So an American influencer has gone viral for labelling a quintessentially bogan Aussie wardrobe staple, the Havies, as chic.
This is the ultimate summer hack. They literally range from like $15 to $35. They literally go with every single outfit. You could honestly wear them out to dinner, like I'm about to head out to dinner, and I'm wearing my hobby honest.
That's so weird. Hearing an American talk about Havies like they're this new thing.
Things. Like, look at them, they're great. I'm like, yeah, we've been rocking it for years.
I've had hundreds of pairs of them.
Yeah, we bust pluggers.
All the time.
That's an expression here, when they just wear out and you just got to buy new ones.
I threw a pair in the bin yesterday.
Yeah. Well, now there's actually Aussie clothing stores opening up everywhere over in America, and like even in the high-end places like Rodeo Drive.
Yeah, bloody welcome to G'day LA, the home of iconically Aussie threads. My name's Russell. How may I help you, darling?
Cute. Hi, I'm Misty. I'm looking for an outfit for Coachella.
Yeah, righto. Well, let's see what we can throw together, eh?
These are chic. What is this? Bin Tang? Is that like French?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It'd go real nice with these shorts, I reckon.
Love. What brand? Ooh, Narnar Goon Footy Club? Is that like Dolce & Gabbana?
Yeah, pretty much. Anything else tickle your fancy, or?
Stop. I love this lion design. That is hot.
Yeah, right. That's a Holden HSV Polo. Very, very trendy down under.
And what are these?
Well, they're thongs, darling.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah, feel free to try them on.
Okay.
Oh, God. What are you doing?
It's too tight.
Jesus, it's right up there.
But you said it was a thong.
Not that type of thong.
What?
13-24-10. They wore what, where? They wore what, where? If you give us a buzz and get involved, we've got a Frank Green drink bottle up for grabs to our favourite caller, because a big congrats to Rupert Murdoch got married. Got married to Elena. Big congratulations. And it was a pretty confident move at the wedding because Rupert wore his sneakers.
Yeah.
Fashion statement.
Yep.
Very cool.
And that's it. Sometimes you just want to dress for comfort. Sneakers at a wedding, though, your own wedding. You wouldn't get that often.
No, well, actually, for me, it kind of rang home because my mum tells the story of at their wedding, my mum and my dad's wedding, my dad wore tracksuit pants.
Yeah, I did remember that.
Did he really?
Wore trackies. So the full story is he wore the suit for the ceremony, even though he hates suits. I'm the same. I hate wearing suits. I don't like it. They're too tight. But he did wear the suit. But Mum says as soon as the ceremony was done, because I think they got married in the backyard. They had like a marquee, and then he went inside, changed the trackies, came out for the reception wearing tracksuit pants.
We haven't had the family photos yet. Doesn't matter. It's off now. It's not coming back
I'm
on.
already in the tracksuit pants.
But hang on, he wore them with the shirt and the blazer?
I think so. I haven't seen photos, but I know he was in trackies.
I remember at my grandma's funeral. It was like my second cousin or something. You know, there's people in the family that you're like, who are you? I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
He was wearing like a full tracksuit. Like a matching,
Wow.
I'm like, what are you, like a rapper or something? Like, have some respect, man. Go to Tarakash and put a shirt on.
13, 24, 10. They wore what, where? Give us a buzz.
Our favourite caller will be walking away with a brand new Frank Green switch lid bottle. Switch from sipping to gulping with a twist. Shop Frank Green's new switch lid at frankgreen.com.au.
Abby, this could be yours. In Sydney, they wore what, where?
Mad. So I went on a date with my partner and we went and saw Wicked. I was all dressed up and everything, and he ended up showing up in shorts and thongs. He absolutely did not get the memo whatsoever.
Yeah. No, you need to dress up a little bit for the theatre.
Yeah.
You did that too, actually. You've done that to a premiere, didn't you, Ben?
Me and Liam have both done it because we went to the premiere of, it had Chris Hemsworth in it.
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok. And yeah, no, it was actually Liam that had the footy shorts and the thongs on.
Sometimes you got to go to screenings for like movies for radio if you're interviewing the people, and I assumed it was one where it was just going to be Ben, myself, and like Dickie Wilkins or something like that sitting around. But it was the red carpet premiere, and Chris Hemsworth was there, and I did have to wear thongs, and the security said, just please go in.
Liam saw Chris Hemsworth, thought I'm going to get a photo with him, and
actually,
security moved you along.
Probably because they thought I was trying to attack him with what I was wearing. They're like, neutralise the target.
Abby, thank you very much. 13, 24, 10 is our number here at Nova. They wore what, where? Give us a buzz. And we're going to go to Renee in Melbourne. Good evening, Renee. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Very good. What did they wear, where?
So I used to work in a childcare centre, and I used to get children come in like Louis Vuitton clothes and Ralph Lauren shoes.
Whoa.
It was really crazy, and they would go to me, don't get them dirty, but, it's childcare. How can you not get...
And Renee, with all that money those kids and families had, you'd think they could buy you a new phone.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Renee, your phone line was quite dodgy.
It was a little bit scratchy, but good story. Thank you very much. Jess in Melbourne. Good evening. They wore what, where?
So it was our 5-year anniversary. My partner and I went to the conservatory in Crown Towers. He wore a ripped jeans, ripped anime shirt, and a baseball cap to the most expensive seafood buffet in Melbourne.
Hell yeah!
Wow. And just out of curiosity, what were you wearing?
A nice green dress, all dressed up, all done, no kids, celebrating, and he was dressed like a sloth.
Jess, you might not have the answer here, but do you know what the anime shirt he was wearing was?
Why does that matter?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Okay. And did he dress it up a bit with some fingerless gloves and perhaps a fedora for my lady?
Love Rat! Bill's the Love Rat!
13, 24, 10. Why did you give up men? I want to talk about men's cleansers tonight. It's
Men's cleansers.
Yes, a men's cleanse. If you're doing a men's cleanse, if you've given up men for, it could be a few weeks, it could be a few months, hell, it could be a year.
I've been doing a men's cleanse for 30 years.
Hey,
Look,
never too late, cowboy.
Look, two of my mates at the moment are doing a men's cleanse. One of my mates is doing it for, well, she's said 6 months because she just got out of a relationship and she wants to focus on herself. Another one of my friends has given herself 2 months because she's just been on a series of bad dates at the moment, a series of just going on Hinge, going on Tinder, meeting up with guys, and she just said, look, it's too much work. I'm sick of it. And both of them have realised, totally separately of each other, that they just need to focus on themselves for a bit.
This is the first time I've ever heard of a men's cleanse, but to me it sounds like a rom-com. and someone's doing a men's cleanse and they meet the one, but they can't be with them, and then they end up together.
I've still got 2 years of my men's cleanse left, but I think I love him. Yeah, it's true. It does sound like something from something made in 2008.
Yeah.
Straight to DVD. Jess in Sydney has given us a buzz. Are you doing a men's cleanse?
Yes, I am. I've been on a few awful dates in April, and since then, and continuing until probably after summer, I'm doing a men's cleanse. I really want to have a hot girl summer.
Okay, so you're going like almost a year.
I could be wrong, but I thought the hot girl summer was like about having lots of men's. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Jess, are you not touching anyone, or are you doing it like if you just stumble upon Prince Charming on the beach, then it's all good?
Not doing anyone. I just want to focus on myself and have a hot girl summer for myself.
Yeah.
So just being hot, but like for yourself. Yeah, I get
Do you
that.
still have a hot girl summer?
Yeah.
All right, Jessica, all the best with your hot girl summer. Keep these calls coming. 13 24 10. We're looking for people who are doing men's cleanses. Why did you give up on men? 13 24 10 is our number.
Cara in Melbourne, why'd you give up men?
Look, I gave up men a couple years ago just because, no guy's ever really been that interested in me.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I'm bisexual, and I was always like, if the right guy comes along, maybe I'll give him a look, but no guy's ever just, looked my way.
Okay, so you've still been dating and going out, but with girls.
Yeah, I'm still going on dates.
Yeah, right. And you don't miss guys at all?
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
We're pretty cool, Cara. I gotta say, there's some great guys out there.
Oh, there are. Don't get me wrong. I've definitely looked at a few guys on dating apps and gone, he's kind of cute. But I'm always like, I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it.
You're having a men's cleanse, girl. Whatever. You know, it happens.
And you're getting the best of both worlds. You're still going out. You're still going on dates, just with girls now. Charlie in Sydney, good evening. Why'd you give up men?
Well, it's a very recent thing, but dating trash men and not wanting to deal with all of the men that are out there.
Yep, cool. Short, sweet, to the point. Men
How many trash ones have you had in a row, Charlie?
We've had probably 4 in a row, proper dating, but just situationship and just not it.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, what are you doing now? Are you just focusing on yourself? Have you completely sworn off?
Well, my girlfriends would say that I now have a list of things that I'm not allowed to tell them about a guy. So I'm not allowed to tell them what they do for work, or I have to actually like them, not just a list of things about them.
So did these trash guys have some pretty cool jobs, or?
Well, sometimes, but they can all just douchebag jobs.
Yeah, okay.
Finance guys.
Yeah. Looking for a man in finance, 6'5", blue eyes,
exactly.
trust fund. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So are you going to get back out there eventually? Are you having a cleanse, or are you thinking about just being off them altogether? Where are you at?
I think we just need a cleanse, and we need to figure out what I actually want.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to be good for me.
Just eat, pray, love it. Go to India, read a book or something. I don't
Charlie, can I ask, how old are you?
29.
Yeah, okay, same as me. So
Yep.
Time's running out.
No, it's okay. Do not give the 18th century talk of you need to settle down and have a kid because TikTok. No, Charlie.
Charlie and Belle, you guys better get to it.
Shut up. It's your Saturn return, babe. Don't worry about it. Okay, focus on yourself and just you do you for a bit. And I also love that you can't be superficial about it. She's hung up. She's gone.
Just don't be you for too long, because all the good guys are getting snapped up.
Are you saying that you're the good guys?
Well, I am married.
Yeah,
so
we've both been snapped up, baby. We're off the market.
Off the market. We are still getting calls for what did you catch the kids Googling?
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier in the show. Mandy in Adelaide, what did you catch your kids Googling?
Well, I've got one, and he told me that he and his friends had been watching porn. They're about 12. I'm just like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, well, you're going to do that stuff. And he goes, yeah, but when do you come, Mum? Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ready for that one. Yeah.
So, sort of like trying to think, and I'm like, well, girls and boys are different, and
Yeah.
this isn't real. It's all pretend. And
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, but when do you? And I'm like, ask your dad. So
Yeah, you handle that one, Mandy. And that's the thing. I suppose it's nice that you have a close relationship with your kid, and they feel like they can ask you anything, and they can talk to you about anything. But hearing that, I don't want one of those relationships with my kid. I would rather just keep a sort of shame around it, and then they can just work it out themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be a terrible father.
I don't want my kid asking me that. I would just be like, cool, man. Well, I'm moving out. Enjoy your new dad.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Wow.
I'm out of here.
See, that reminds me of this like memory as a kid where I don't know if you guys felt the same, but in movies and TV shows, they always depict it as like two people would be having sex and then they'd just like fall asleep and then wake up the next morning. And I had this belief growing up that, oh, okay, so as an adult, like you have sex and then it finishes when you both just fall asleep suddenly and then you wake up the next day. That's honestly what I thought it was.
In a sense, it very much does finish when you both fall asleep.
That's not how it finishes for you?
No, I'm not married like you guys.
It's very tiring.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.